welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time, please do hit that subscribe button. Well, today we're going to be doing the brake pads on the front of the Nismo Juke. Right, let's get to it. It's an easy enough job. Should always be running an axle stand. For your safety's sake. Although it's a very simple job, all of us have an axle stand under the car. Right, wheel still loose. Wheel's still loose, so we're just going to undo the wheel nuts. Right, move these out of the way because we don't need these for the moment. Okay, that's the wheel nuts off. Move the wheel out of the way. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to pop the bonnet. Because we need to loosen off reservoir cap. Good word. So we just need to take off the reservoir cap so we can keep an eye on the brake fluid that's in there. Right, let's get back to it. Ah, you're still here. That's really cool. Thanks for staying. Hit that subscribe button, give us a like, and don't forget to check out our description. Well, let's get back to the video. Okay, so what we're going to do is undo this bolt here and this bolt down here. This will remove the actual caliper section, not the carrier. Okay, and then we can get the pads off and we'll replace them. Right, let's carry on. So these are 14mm. Not too tight, which is quite nice. It's quite a new car, so don't expect everything to be too bad. Okay, so this is almost the carrier, the caliper off. So just slide it this way now. Okay, so you just lean that on the top. And we'll get these pads out now, have a look at the condition. Now, when you get your new pads, always make sure they're the right ones. Holding up before you opened anything up, making sure they're right. These are, I'm just going to open these up. So, let's have a look at the difference. So this is the pad we've just taken off, and this is the pad we're about to put on. So you can see the thickness difference. These are pretty toast, well, they're more than pretty toast, they're absolutely toasted. Right, so what we do is we push on the bottom of the spring, push the bottom in, push the top in. All right, let's try getting these back ones off, which sometimes can be a bit awkward. There we go. And you can see that one's absolutely gone, knackered. Right, time for number two. Now I don't put my copper slip on until afterwards, because otherwise you get covered in copper slip and you can't get the pads on properly. So locate them at the springs in the back. It says okay, so that's the pads in place. Now obviously this caliper up here, you can see the piston needs to go back some way because it's obviously travelled out a lot. So what we're going to do is we're going to put an old pad on place, okay? Then we've got our big G clamp. I'm going to try to extend you a minute. Let's see if I can show you this. So you can see where I've located it is on the bolt there, and then where the pad is. Now all we do is rotate, is rotate this G-clamp to push the piston right home, because obviously we need that right back because we've got brand new pads going in. So now we should be able to slide it home. Yep, that's free to go on. Right, so our next little job is just get our copper slip. Nothing special, just a normal copper slip. You can get it at Halfords, you can get it at loads of places. Just put a little bit on your finger and smear it over the shim. So these come with shims. You don't need to put too much on, but it stops it squealing. Okay, I'll show you that in a second. I'm going to put it on the back of the other pad. Okay, so you can see it's literally just a little thin film. Okay, so now we can actually slide this caliper back over and we're almost done. So when you're sliding this back over, make sure your slide pins are pushed in and it will go straight into location. You take your top bolt, you'll know when it's located because you'll feel the thread will start biting. And there you go, she's almost in. And take our other bolt at the bottom, line it up, and again thread it in. Now sometimes the slide pins can rotate when you're trying to do it back up, so we're just going to try doing these 214s up and see if they rotate. Well, that hasn't rotated. I'm just going to do the bottom one, keeping an eye on that slide pin, making sure it's not rotating. Okay, that's tight. Okay, we have rotation, we're happy with that. Right, now it's just a case of getting that wheel back on, going and bedding the brakes in and being gentle for a few miles. And that's it. That's full brake job done on a Nismo Juke. All you need to do is do the reservoir back up